everyone, welcome back to the Road to Superman. This is episode 70, and today we have some very exciting news. Since the Superman trailer released, Superman news has calmed down a bit, but we have just got some breaking news coming from the Hollywood Reporter. But first, let's start with this brand new look of David Corenswet's Superman. Now, this appears to be in Metropolis, and we can see in the background on the right-hand side that some pedestrians are looking further right at someone or something. And Superman is also looking that way. Now, I have a feeling this will have something to do with crypto, and I will explain why in a second. But first, let's just take a look at this shot of David as Superman. I think the colors of the suit really look good, and this color grading is actually growing on me. I don't love it, but I definitely don't dislike it. It's creating a unique aesthetic just like Man of Steel did, and I think that's very important when establishing a new Superman. It needs to stand out and feel different to previous iterations, and one way they are doing that is through the color grading. And as I have said before, David just looks the part. He really looks like Superman, and the costume close-up looks really good too. I'm glad we can see more of the texture on the suit, which gives it a higher quality feel. Because from the set photos, all the images have been blurry and upscaled, and that caused this smoothness to happen on the suit, which makes it look really rubbery and cheap. But here in this shot, I think the suit looks very nice and far better than the set photos we had in the summer. I've seen some bashing this shot, and I was a little confused as to why. Some are saying this obviously is green screen, which it isn't, because we have hundreds of set photos of the cast in Cleveland filming scenes like this. What they've done is used a really shallow depth of field, which has caused the blurry background, and some instantly seem to connect that with green screen, which really isn't the case. Now, if I was going to complain about something, and it is just a nitpick, it would be the color grading. It feels a little too flat to me, and I just played around with the color grading tools I have on my editing software, and I created this. Now, if I put them side by side, you can see the added saturation in skin tones and the extra contrast I added, which I think adds more depth to the shot. And for me, every shot so far we have had feels slightly overexposed, which, like I said, is a part of their distinct visual style they are going for, but I feel it could look quite a bit better if they had just made some slight adjustments. But it doesn't bother me that much. It's honestly just a little nitpick, and I'm sure it will look really nice anyway on the big screen. Now, the reason I think this image has something to do with crypto is because just as this image was released, we also got a new article from the Hollywood Reporter confirming that the Superman movie will be revealing some footage at the Puppy Bowl this year. Now, if you're like me, then you have no idea what the Puppy Bowl is, but after doing some research, it appears that the Puppy Bowl is a televised event that features puppies playing football in a model stadium. It airs on Animal Planet on Super Bowl Sunday, and the Puppy Bowl's purpose is to raise awareness about adopting shelter dogs and rescuing abandoned animals. And after reading that, I completely get why James Gunn is doing this. He adopted his dog from a shelter, and Crypto is inspired by his own dog. So using an event like this to promote Superman completely makes sense. But still, is this a good idea from the studio? From an emotional side, yes, because it is close to James Gunn and it is for an important cause, and connecting that to Superman is a very smart idea. But from a business side, does this make sense to do it? Well, the article goes on to say, Warner Brothers Discovery says that Gunn will appear during the Puppy Bowl with his dog Ozu, who served as the inspiration for the superdog Crypto in the film. Gunn will introduce a sneak preview of Superman and deliver a special message to viewers. It goes on to say, while the connection between puppies playing football and comic book superheroes might seem strained, given the prominent role that Crypto plays in the film, there is some logic at play in the move. Warner Brothers Discovery says that last year's event gathered 12.6 million viewers across its simulcast. So quite a lot of eyes on the Superman footage, and probably a lot of the general audience who maybe wouldn't have thought about going to see the Superman movie until they saw this new footage, which will probably heavily include Crypto. And this is why I think the shot of Superman looking over to the right is of something Crypto is doing. I think this image was coordinated with this article to release simultaneously, and this shot is from the new footage we will see at at the Puppy Bowl. Now, whilst I do think the Puppy Bowl is a great cause, I really feel it's a wasted opportunity to not have a trailer revealed at the Super Bowl as well. The event that has over 100 million live viewers. That would be such an ideal, patriotic event to show off a trailer, and I know it's expensive to do so, but I feel with the reach you have with it, it's such a perfect event for Superman. Maybe they're looking at what happened with The Flash, where they created a trailer for Super Bowl and the movie only made around $300 million, so they don't want to make the same mistake with Superman. But the difference between The Flash and Superman is the popularity in the character. Superman is arguably the biggest superhero of all time, and The Flash is a far smaller character and I would say had a pretty bad reputation with everything going on with that movie. So I really feel it's a wasted opportunity if they don't do something with the Super Bowl. And to go with the Puppy Bowl, which has around 10% of the Super Bowl's viewership, whilst morally being an absolutely fantastic idea, it feels like a wasted business opportunity to not also utilize the Super Bowl. But I could be wrong. Maybe they are even deciding to release something at the Super Bowl as well. Or perhaps they think as the Puppy Bowl happens on the same day as the Super Bowl, then they can use that momentum to help their promotion. I don't know, but those are just my initial thoughts on this decision. I'm really happy they are doing something for the Puppy Bowl as it is such an important cause, and it does have its own reach, but I feel they should also do something for the Super Bowl. Now let me know your thoughts on this decision. Do you think they are missing an opportunity to advertise at the Super Bowl, or do you think it would be a waste of money to do so? Let me know in the comments below, because I can see the pros and cons of it, with a major con being the cost of a Super Bowl ad, but with it being such a huge event, there's a huge potential audience to engage with. Now the final thing I want to add is that it was rumoured that David Corenswet was spotted in London, which coincides with the Supergirl movie filming very soon in London as well. Meaning maybe the Superman movie leads straight into the Supergirl film, and we will see Superman appear at the beginning of the movie for some reason. I also think Supergirl is in the Superman movie at some point in time, but I doubt we will find that out until the movie releases in July. But I have a feeling it has something to do with crypto and leading into the Supergirl movie. So now it looks like it will be February 9th we get our next Superman footage, and I am now counting down those days until that footage releases because I can't wait. But unfortunately, this will also mean it will happen very early in the morning for me, so I'm either staying up all night or setting an alarm for me to wake up to. But anyway, make sure to let me know your thoughts on this news in the comments below. But that is all for today's episode of The Road to Superman. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you never miss an episode. I hope to see you here again soon, so until then, have a great day. Bye!